देखो, राइट अबाउट इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अर्थ, व्हाट सोर्सेज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन आर अवेलेबल। ठीक है। अर्थ इंटीरियर इज ब्रॉडली डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 layers on the basis of chemical composition and structure, the crust, mantle and core। जो क्रस्ट होता है, द क्रस्ट मेक अप अबाउट 1% ऑफ अर्थ वॉल्यूम एंड 0.5% ऑफ इट्स मास। कितना? 1% ऑफ अर्थ वॉल्यूम एंड 0.5% ऑफ इट्स मास। इट इज़ द आउटर मोस्ट सॉलिड लेयर ऑफ अर्थ विच इज़ 8 से 40 किलोमीटर ऑफ थिक। द ओशनिक क्रस्ट अबाउट 5 किलोमीटर तक है, इज़ थिनर देन कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट जो कि अबाउट 30 किलोमीटर है। ठीक है। ओशनिक क्रस्ट इज़ थिनर देन कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट। द मेजर पार्ट ऑफ अर्थ क्रस्ट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ सियाल, सिलिका एंड एल्यूमिनियम। मेंटल, द मेंटल इज़ द रीजन ऑफ इंटीरियर दैट एक्सटेंड फ्रॉम द क्रस्ट टू द कोर। ठीक है, क्रस्ट से कोर के बीच का है। द मोहरोविक डिसकंटिन्यूटी और मोहो डिसकंटिन्यूटी is the boundary between crust and mantle. The thickness of the mantle is about 2900 kilometer. The mantle accounts for about 84% of earth volume and 69% of its mass. Silicon and magnesium are the major constituent element of the mantle. Core, the deepest layer surrounds the earth's core. Gutenberg discontinuity separates the core from the mantle. It is mainly composed of iron and nickel. The core accounts about 15% of earth volume and 32.5% of its mass. The core is the densest layer of the earth. From the point of view of study, two source of information about the internal structure of earth can be divided, मतलब जो है उसको दो भागों में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं। एक तो है डायरेक्ट सोर्स और दूसरा है, एक है डायरेक्ट सोर्स और दूसरा है इनडायरेक्ट सोर्स। डायरेक्ट सोर्स क्या है? सरफेस रॉक। बाय ऑब्जर्विंग द रॉक वी कैन नो what will be the nature of the material found at certain depth। मतलब अपन क्या कर रहे हैं, सबसे पहले सरफेस रॉक देख ले रहे हैं, वॉल्केनोज। द वॉल्केनिक मटेरियल that comes out after an eruption is easily available for our observation. Mining projects and drilling projects. Many material from analysis can be obtained from the mining and drilling sectors. These material reveal the nature of material available at a certain depth. From mining, it is easy to infer that pressure and temperature increase from surface towards the interior depth। मतलब माइनिंग से अपन देख लो, माइनिंग एंड ड्रिलिंग से भी आप पता कर सकते हो। ठीक है, तो रॉक देख लो, वॉल्केनो, माइनिंग एंड ड्रिलिंग। अब आते हैं इनडायरेक्ट सोर्स, सीस्मिक एक्टिविटीज़। इट प्रोवाइड इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द कंडीशन ऑफ अर्थ इंटीरियर। इट इज़ इन सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड और गैसियस फॉर्म। टेक्नोलॉजी शो दैट मेंटल इज़ लिक्विड, आउटर कोर इज़ लिक्विड बट द इनर कोर इज़ सॉलिड। टेक्नोलॉजी, मेंटल हमारा लिक्विड है, आउटर कोर इज़ लिक्विड बट इनर कोर इज़ सॉलिड। अब आते हैं मीटियोर्स, meteorites do not come from earth interiors, therefore they have a indirect source of obtaining earth's interior, because scientists believe that meteorites were once part of planet, therefore their composition and content is similar to that of earth. Gravity, the gravity is not the same at all latitude. Difference in gravity value reflect the uneven distribution of mass material within the earth. Differences in the gravity values Difference in gravity values reflect the uneven distribution of mass of material within the earth. Magnetic field. Magnetic survey of earth reveals the distribution of magnetic material available in different parts of earth. अब आते हैं एक्सप्लेन द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एक्सोजेनिक एंड एंडोजेनिक फोर्सेस. राइट their example also. The formation and deformation of landform on Earth's surface occur due to continuous action of internal and external forces. Formation and deformation of landforms on Earth's surface occur due to continuous action of internal and external forces, due to which the shape of Earth's surface keep changing. Due to which the shape of Earth's surface keep changing. Differentiation between exogenous and endogenous forces. सबसे पहले देखते हैं endogenous forces. The force originated from the interior of Earth is called intrinsic force. The source of generation of endogenic force is the internal heat of Earth. The force help in formation of Earth's surface, hence it is called constructive force. This force is capable of causing immediate damage. कंस्ट्रक्टिव फोर्स कहते हैं इसको, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जांपल अर्थक्वेक, वोल्केनो इरप्शन एंड माउंटेन फॉर्मेशन. एक्सोजीनियस फोर्स किसे कहते हैं? एंडोजीनियस अलग हो गया. एक्सोजीनियस फोर्स, द फोर्स ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम द आउटर पार्ट ऑफ अर्थ इज कॉल्ड exogenous force. This force is considered a destructive force because it has the power to change the current landform of earth, because it has power to change the current landform of earth through erosion, weathering and other means. The adverse effect of exogenous force become visible after thousands of years. ठीक है. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल विंड हो गया, रिवर, ग्लेशियर, इरोजन एंड टाइडल फोर्स ऑफ मून etc. Both endogenous and exogenous force are equally important because on the basis of their study, the internal processes occurring in different geological part and their effect can be understood, as well as the cluster change occurring on Earth's surface in the future will be able to understand. मतलब दोनों ज़रूरी हैं. इससे हमें अंदर क्या हो रहा है वो भी पता चल सकता है और बाहर के सरफेस पे क्या हो रहा है वो भी पता चल सकता है, ठीक है. डिस्क्राइब द फिजिकल फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग प्रोडक्शन एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ क्रॉप्स. प्रोडक्शन एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ क्रॉप्स. इंडिया इज़ एन एग्रीकल्चर कंट्री. एग्रीकल्चर इज़ द बैकबोन ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी. Agriculture is practiced on about 51% of total land of India is an agricultural country. Agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Agriculture is practiced on about 51% of total area of India and about 52% of total labor force. मतलब हम ये कह रहे हैं कि 51% एरिया पे एग्रीकल्चर होता है और 52% ऑफ टोटल लेबर फोर्स ऑफ कंट्री अर्न्स इट्स लाइवलीहुड फ्रॉम द एग्रीकल्चर एंड रिलेटेड इंडस्ट्रीज एंड बिजनेसेस. फिजिकल फैक्टर हैव एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन एग्रीकल्चर. दीज फैक्टर्स अफेक्ट द प्रोडक्शन एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ क्रॉप. क्या करते हैं? प्रोडक्शन और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ क्रॉप को इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. दीज इंक्लूड लाइक क्लाइमेट, रेनफॉल, soil temperature etc. The physical environment imposes limitation on distribution of agriculture activities. These factors are as follows. सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं climate. It is an important factor in cropping pattern. Climate determines which crop will provide good production in which region. The crop production capacity of an area mainly depends on climate and soil condition. For example, climate of Punjab is different from climate of Tamil Nadu, as a result of which the crop pattern of both the state is different. ठीक है. Soil is also an important factor in cropping pattern. Every soil has some special properties. which are more suitable for production of particular crop. Every soil has some special properties which are more suitable for production of a particular crop. Similarly, the soil of some area is more fertile and the soil of another area is less fertile. The soil of some area is more fertile and the soil of another area is less fertile. The pattern of soil distribution affects land use intensity and agricultural land use. ठीक है, अब आते हैं टेम्परेचर. Favorable temperature is required for crop production. Enzymes remain active at favorable temperature, due to which chemical reaction occurs easily. For the growth of summer crop, the temperature between 25 to 40 degrees is suitable, and for the growth of winter crop, the temperature between 6 to 21 degrees is suitable. ठीक है. Rainfall. Water is an essential element for the growth and development of crop, because it maintains moisture in the soil. According to variation in rainfall, variation is found in distribution of crop and animals. In region where there is sufficient water for agriculture work, where water is not available, agriculture work is done by becoming water shortage through artificial mean of irrigation. ना सिंपल सी बात है, आप इसको एक्सप्लेन कर देना कि कहाँ जहाँ वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी है और जहाँ वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है वहाँ क्रॉप अलग अलग तरह की पाई जाती है. लाइट. Sunlight has an important place in the growth and development of plant, because photosynthesis is directly related to sunlight, or which is helpful in the growth of plant. The amount of chlorophyll in plant and leaves is according to sunlight. Humidity. The amount of moisture in atmosphere affects the transpiration process of plant, evaporation from the soil, and the temperature of environment, which ultimately affect the growth of crop. Although apart from physical factor, social factor like availability of capital, transport, market, labor also affect the production and distribution of crop. Physical factor are very useful because they are subject to nature. अब आते हैं explain with examples the geographical factor affecting different sector of economy. There are three sector of economy, namely primary sector, agriculture and related activities, secondary sector, manufacturing etc., and tertiary sector, that is services. All these sectors contribute significantly to the growth and development of Indian economy. The location and the growth of these sectors are seriously influenced by geographical factors. अब आते हैं geographical factors affecting primary sector. Land. India has diverse land condition. From fertile plain of Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra river system to dry desert of Rajasthan. ठीक है. This diversity of land support diverse crop in India. Also, the peninsular region of India is suitable for mining. अब आते हैं climate. India's climate is tropical and monsoon type. It provide ideal condition for growing different type of crops like rice cultivation for all India level. Water resource. The distribution of water in India is uneven. The northern and eastern part of country are wettest, while western and southern part are driest. This unequal distribution of water gives rise to crop diversity. For example, rice is cultivated in eastern part of the country and oilseed and coarse grain are cultivated in western part. ठीक है. टोपोग्राफी. हमने देखा जोग्राफिकल फैक्टर जो अफेक्ट करते हैं प्राइमरी सेक्टर को और इंडस्ट्री को. अच्छा, जोग्राफी हमारा क्वेश्चन है, जोग्राफिकल आपको फैक्टर बताने हैं जो पहले एग्रीकल्चर को क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. तो लैंड, क्लाइमेट, वाटर रिसोर्स एंड टोपोग्राफी. टोपोग्राफी अफेक्ट एग्रीकल्चर एट इट्स रिलेट्स टू सॉइल इरोजन, रिलीफ, difficulty of plugging and poor transportation facilities. For example, farming is easier in plain area than hilly areas. अब आते हैं इंडस्ट्री को कौन कौन से जोग्राफिकल फैक्टर इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं। सबसे पहले रॉ मटेरियल, इंडस्ट्रीज आर जनरली इस्टेब्लिश वेयर रॉ मटेरियल आर अवेलेबल। फॉर एग्जांपल आयरन एंड स्टील इंडस्ट्री इन जमशेदपुर ऑब्टेन्ड आयरन और coal and manganese from surrounding area. Labor, availability of cheap and skilled labor is the main factor for industrial development. For example, industries like glass in Firozabad, hosiery in Ludhiana, etc. are mainly dependent on cheap skilled labor. Infrastructure, India's infrastructure such as road, railway, port is still developing, which affect the cost of production. Cheap land and water supply, cheap land is also necessary for setting up industries. Due to high value of land in Delhi, industries have developed rapidly in NCR region. ठीक है, सर्विसेज की बात करते हैं। लोकेशन, India is surrounded by Indian Ocean on 3 sides, which make India a major center of trade and commerce and attract foreign investment and businesses. Population, India is a country with a large and growing population, which is huge market for services, education and skills. India has a large and growing pool of educated and skilled workers, helping to attract foreign investment and businesses. These are some of the geographical factors affecting different sector of Indian economy. However, most of these factors are influenced by human. For example, human can artificially supply water to dry area for agriculture. अब आपको बताना है डिफरेंस बिटवीन कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट थ्योरी एंड प्लेट टेक्टोनिक। डिस्कस द आर्ग्यूमेंट गिवन इन फेवर ऑफ कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट। देखो, मैनी कंसेप्ट हैव बीन प्रेजेंटेड टू एक्सप्लेन द जियोग्राफिकल डिवीजन ऑफ अर्थ, अमंग विच Wegener's continental drift theory and Harry Hens plate tectonic theory are prominent. Although plate tectonic theory is considered to be a corrective to the continental drift theory, there is a substantial difference between two theories. Continental drift theory, propounded by Alfred Wegener in 1912 AD और rendered by Harry Hess in 1962. Okay, movement occur only in continents. Transmission occur across both continent and ocean. ये कह रहे हैं केवल कॉन्टिनेंट में है, ये कह रहे हैं कॉन्टिनेंट एंड ओनली कॉन्टिनेंट्स, ये कह रहे हैं बोथ कॉन्टिनेंट्स एंड ओशंस. The transition of Sial to Sima results in formation of folded mountain. The mountains are formed due to convergence of tectonic plate. ये कह रहे हैं सियाल सीमा से माउंटेन्स बन जा रहे हैं, ये कह रहे हैं कि नहीं, ये कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ टेक्टोनिक प्लेट से बन रहे हैं. द अर्थ इज डिवाइडेड इंटू 3 layers, सियाल, सीमा एंड निफे. द अर्थ इज डिवाइडेड इंटू लिथोस्फीयर, एस्थेनोस्फीयर एंड मेसोस्फीयर. एस्थेनोस्फीयर एंड मेसोस्फीयर, ये क्या कह रहे हैं, सियाल, सीमा एंड निफे. द बैकअप ऑफ पेंजिया causes displacement of the breakup of Pangea causes displacement of continent in western and another direction. The fragment of plates are displaced in all direction. ये कह रहे हैं नॉर्दर्न और साउथ डायरेक्शन में जो पेंजिया था वो ब्रेक हुआ, और जो मूवमेंट हुआ ये कह रहे हैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट कहाँ हुआ, वो वेस्टर्न और नॉर्दर्न डायरेक्शन में हुआ. ठीक है, लेकिन ये कह रहे हैं fragments of plate are displaced in all direction. The reason for drift of continents is gravitational force and tidal force. क्या है, gravitational force and tidal force. The movement of plates is caused by conventional current within the mantle, ridge pressure and slab stretching. Argument in favor of plate continental drift. सबसे पहला है geographical uniformity and similarity are found on both the coast of आंध्रा ओशन. आंध्रा क्या है, आंध्रा ओशन नहीं, अटलांटिक है. अटलांटिक ओशन, जिक्स ऑफ इट, ठीक है। सिमिलर इन द एज, similarity in the age of rock across the ocean. A strip of rock group 200 million old found on the coast of Brazil and coast of West Africa, which match each other. There is a considerable similarity in fossil and flora found in rocks on both coast of Atlantic Ocean, ठीक है। Evidence of glacialization of Carniferous era is found in Brazil, Falkland, South Africa, India and Australia. And this can be possible only if plates are united and near South Pole. किस चीज़ का? ग्लेशियलाइजेशन ऑफ कार्बोनिफेरस एरा का, ठीक है। द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ग्लोसोप्टेरियर फ्योना इन इंडिया कुछ है, ग्लोसोप्टेरिस। द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ग्लोसोप्टेरिस फ्लोरा इन इंडिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, फाल्क आइलैंड, अटलांटिक एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया प्रूव दैट these sites were found in one part. It is surprising to find similar gold-rich vein on both coast of Ghana and Brazil. A small reptile called Mesosaurus could only live in shallow salt water. Their bones are found only in southern Cape province of South Africa and Aravar rock group in Brazil. Today these two places are 4800 किलोमीटर अवे फ्रॉम ईच अदर, समझे, ठीक है। तो हमने देखा जिक्स ऑफ इट, रॉक ऑफ सेम एजेस, फ्लोरा फ्यूना की बात कर लो, ठीक है। ग्लेशियलाइजेशन ऑफ कार्बोनिफेरस एरा फाउंड इन ब्राज़ील, फाल्कलैंड, सदर्न इन साउथ अफ्रीका, इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ठीक है। फिर है तुम्हारा ग्लोसोप्टेरिस फ्लोरा इन इंडिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, और एक है मेसोसॉरस। ये कहाँ कहाँ पाया जा रहा है? साउथ अफ्रीका में, और इरावर रॉक ग्रुप इन ब्राज़ील, और ये दोनों प्लेसेस टुडे 4800 किलोमीटर अवे हैं। डिस्क्राइब द फैक्टर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर लोकेशन ऑफ टर्सरी सेक्टर. How does this sector play a role as an engine of economy? Tertiary sector is a service sector of economy. It covers a wide range of activities such as transportation, communication, education, healthcare, tourism, and financial services. The tertiary sector has maximum participation in current economy. Factor responsible for location of tertiary sector. पहला है demand for basic services. In any country, many services like hospital, educational institution, post and telegraph, police station, courts, insurance, defense, transport, bank, etc. are required. These are considered basic services. The government remains responsible for provision of these services. Availability of skilled labor. The tertiary sector requires a highly skilled workforce. So it is often located in or near large cities. Availability of infrastructure. The tertiary sector depends on strong infrastructure such as road, airport, telecommunication network. These are often concentrated in urban areas, making them attractive location for tertiary industries. Market. Tertiary sector is ultimately driven by demand. So it is important to be located in area with a large and growing market. Government policies. Government play a role in influencing the location of tertiary sector through policies such as tax exemption, subsidies and regulation. For example, government policies have helped Bengaluru become an IT hub. रोल ऑफ टर्सरी सेक्टर एज ए, तो हमने देख लिया ना किस पे, डिमांड ऑफ बेसिक सर्विसेज, स्किल्ड लेबर है कि नहीं है, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है कि नहीं है, मार्केट एंड गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज़। अब आते हैं रोल ऑफ टर्सरी सेक्टर एज एन इंजन ऑफ ग्रोथ इन इकोनॉमी, क्रिएट एन इनेबलिंग environment for creation of job, enabling environment for creation of job, increase per capita income, infrastructure creation and service expansion. Tertiary sector as an engine of growth in economy, create an enabling environment create करता है, किस लिए? क्रिएशन ऑफ जॉब के लिए, इंक्रीज पर कैपिटा, इंक्रीज्ड पर कैपिटा इनकम के लिए, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए और सर्विस एक्सपेंशन के लिए. द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सेक्टर प्रोवाइड द मीन टू मूव गुड्स एंड पीपल विच इज़ एसेंशियल फॉर ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स के लिए. ठीक है. द कम्युनिकेशन सेक्टर अलाउ बिजनेसेस टू कम्युनिकेट विद ईच अदर एंड देयर कस्टमर्स which is essential for efficiency and productivity. The education sector provide the skill workforce. देखो हमने देखा ना कि enabling environment to creation of job, इससे पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़ती है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट होता है, सर्विस सेक्टर का एक्सपेंशन होता है. ट्रांसपोर्ट सर्विसेज चाहिए तो उसका भी डेवलपमेंट होगा, कम्युनिकेशन का भी डेवलपमेंट होगा. द एजुकेशन सेक्टर प्रोवाइड स्किल वर्कफोर्स दैट बिजनेस नीड टू ग्रो एंड प्रॉस्पर. Currently, number of e-commerce companies has increased, which is important for employment and revenue generation. Tourism sector attract tourists from all over the world, which brings the revenue and create jobs. The financial sector provide the capital that business need to invest and grow. In recent years, the importance of tertiary sector has increased rapidly due to globalization of economy, rise of information technology and changing need of consumers. The tertiary sector is expected to continue grow in future and become even more important to the economy. The tertiary sector is expected to continue to grow in future and become even more important to the economy. Identify the problem due to which whole world is moving towards de-dollarization. Highlight the potential benefit of de-dollarization, suggest measures to deal with challenges associated with it. De-dollarization refer to reducing the dominance of dollar in global market. It is a process of replacing US dollar as a currency which is used for commercial oil and other commodity by US dollar for foreign exchange reserve, बायलैटरल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट के लिए और डॉलर डोमिनेटेड असेट्स. De-dollarization is motivated by a sense of protecting central bank of various countries from geopolitical risk, which US dollar status as a reserve currency can be used as a offensive weapon. Potential benefit of de-dollarization. सबसे पहला है diversification of risk. Holding a basket of currency rather than just a single currency, that is US dollar, can help diversify countries' risk and reduce the potential negative impact of sudden currency devaluation or other economic shock. Political change in US can be reduced, improving economic stability. By diversifying their reserve, country can reduce their exposure to currency fluctuation and interest rate change, which can help improve economic stability and reduce the risk of financial crisis. Increase trade and investment. By using other currency, countries can increase trade and investment with other countries that may not have a strong tie with US, which can open up new market and opportunity for growth. Reducing impact of US monetary policy. By reducing the use of US dollar, countries can reduce impact of US monetary policy on their economies and increase their economic autonomy. Direct trading in countries' national currency. Direct trading in countries' national currency can result in saving on currency conversion, split and ट्रांजेक्शन कोड्स, मतलब स्प्रेड और उसमें आपको सेव कर सकते हो. ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक बैलेंस, a shift away from US dollar as the major reserve country could lead to a more balanced global economic system and reduce the risk of economic imbalances and instability caused by dominance of a single currency. Geopolitical benefit, by reducing dependence on US dollar, countries may be able to improve their geopolitical position and increase their bargaining power in international relation. Related challenge, currency volatility. De-dollarization may increase currency volatility as countries transition to using the new currency for trade. This can create uncertainty for business and investor. Limited acceptance of local currency. Local currency may not be widely accepted outside their home country, which can create difficulties for international trade. Lack of liquidity. Local currency may have limited liquidity compared to US dollar, which can create challenge for large transaction. Limited use in financial market. Local currency may not have the same level of use in global financial market as US dollar, which may limit their usefulness for international trade. Resistance from established player. Established player in global finance systems such as US and other Western power may resist de-dollarization effort, which could create geopolitical tension. Implementation challenge. There can be challenges in implementing de-dollarization, including developing new payment system and overcoming legal and regulatory hurdles. Solution and way forward. Diversification of foreign exchange reserve. ठीक है. Countries can reduce their dependence on dollar by holding more of their foreign exchange reserve in other currencies such as euro or Chinese yuan. Encouraging the use of domestic currency in international trade. Government can promote the use of their own currency in international trade by providing incentives for business to use them, such as in 2019 India has been making rupee payment to Russia on an informal basis for fuel, oil or mineral and specific defense import. Developing alternative payment system. Government can work to develop alternative payment systems such as Chinese-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank that are not dependent on dollar. Forming economic alliances. Government can form economic alliance with other country to reduce their dependence on dollar. जैसे एक स्वैप क्रिएट किया था अपन ने जापान के साथ. Investment in other currencies. Government may invest in other currency to reduce the risk of currency fluctuation or to counter hegemony of dollar. The US dollar is still the preferred currency for trading, as no other currency is liquid enough. Even if there is a liquidity in a currency, there is apprehension among nations that the currency may become a replica of US dollar. In such a situation, efforts should be made in this direction while dealing with challenges related to de-dollarization, so that global economy can be served from excessive dependence on US economy, as well as encourage other local currency.